Hello students, welcome back class 11th. Today I am discussing continuing our topic operators. Last time I have discussed about simple operators, arithmetic operators, relational operators, assignment operators. But today I am discussing logical operators. Okay, suppose when we have relational condition, okay, suppose this is a one relational condition, but when we have more than one relational condition, so we can join this condition. Okay, we can create multiple relational condition in a one line, but we must join using a AND operator, okay, using a OR operator. So you can see this is our first condition, this is our second condition. So both condition we can join using a AND operator. We can also use OR operator, okay, and we can also use NOT operator. Okay, so logical operator three types: AND operator, OR operator, or NOT operator. We can join multiple condition. Okay, but before we must know the property of AND, or NOT operator. Okay, so you can see first this is our AND operator result, this is our OR operator result. Suppose condition 1 and condition 2, if suppose first condition is true, second condition is true, so AND always give finally true, so there is no problem, or also give finally true. Okay, suppose first condition false, second condition false, finally all AND operator give only one answer, false, and OR also give finally false. So there is no problem, both true, so AND or OR give the true, both false, so AND or OR also give false, so there is no problem. But here suppose first condition is true and second condition is false, so finally AND give false. This is a new thing, AND give a false, okay, but OR give true. So you keep in mind these rules. Or here last rule is, suppose first condition is false, second is true, okay, we can change false true and true false, we can interchange, but finally one is false, so AND again give the false because one condition is false, so AND give false, but OR give true. So this rule you can keep in mind. The last operator is not reverse the final result. If final result is true, then NOT will give false. If final result is false, so then NOT will give true. So this rule you keep in mind. According to this rule, we can set our result. So you can see this is our AND operator, this is our condition 1, this is our condition 2. So condition 1 is 3 is equal to 2. So we know very well this is not possible. So this is the output of this false. Okay. The second is 3 is not equal to 2. So we know very well this is a true. So this true and this false. But middle AND operator. So one false and one true. Okay. So you can see in the table, AND table, condition 1 is false and condition 2 is true. So finally AND give false. So you can see our final output is false. Okay. Now I am use same equation here, but here I am only one change, OR. Okay, only OR. You can see this is OR. So condition 1, 3 equal to 2. So we know false. 3 is not equal to 2. This is true. Okay, one false, one true. Here one false, one true. But here is AND. But here is OR. Okay. So finally, when one false, one true, finally OR give one answer true. So you can see in OR operator one false and second true, finally it will give true. So you can see final output is our true. Okay, so we can join multiple relational condition, but in middle we can use AND operator or OR operator. Generally AND operator we can use when you want to check the condition in range. Okay, okay, suppose 60 to 100 marks we can check for A grade, 30 to 50 we can check B grade. When we have data in range, in between, we must use AND operator. When we have conditional is optional either, okay, so we can use OR operator. Now finally our third logical operator is NOT. This is a very simple thing. Suppose this is our condition, 3 equal 2, so we know this is a false. Okay, but before here is a not, so finally false convert into true, because this convert into the reverse the output, so finally it is true. So you can see if one condition is false, not will create true. So this is, you can see, again I am telling, this is our condition 3 equal 2, so we know this is a false, but here before is not, so not reverse this result, finally we will get true. So we have three operators: AND operators, OR operators, and NOT operators. This table is important, you keep in mind to analyze the final result. When we have AND or OR operator, we can join multiple relational condition in one line. Okay, so you can see, so we have discussed arithmetic operators, relational operator, assignment operator, and logical operators. Logical operator will check the result, use this table, and this is our NOT table. Okay friends, so you can see now I am discussed more operators of Python. Here one more operators, membership operators. Okay, so we can use this operator in a sequence data type. Sequence data type you can see in string, list, or tuples. Okay, we will discuss later more. So but here two operators, here in and not in. Okay, in or not in or opposite of is not in. So you can see, simply I am taking one example. You can see a is a variable. In a variable 3 values, 1, 2, 3. Okay, but here I am using 2 in a. We know variable 2 is present in this list. Yes, 2 is present in this list. So 2 in a, yes, so it will give the true. Clear? Here I am using not in operator. Okay, so this is our values 2 not in a, but we know variable 2 is available in this list, but here I am using not in, so it will give false because 2 is present. Here I am using not in, so it will give false. Second, we can say this is our variable, this is our list. 4 in a, we know 4 is not present in the list, so 4 is not available, so it will give the false. So this is in operator, this is a membership. It will check the member, it is available or not. This 4 member is not available in the list. This value is not available in the list. Okay, so in operator give false. So 4 not in a, this is right. 4 is not in a, 4 is not available in the, this is right. So not in operator give the true. So in and not in check the external separate value in a membership values present or not. So in returns true if the variable or value is found in a specified sequence, or false otherwise. You can we understand that with the help of example. Not in returns true if the variable value is not found in the specified sequence, or false otherwise. So we have in or not in additional operator to check when we have set of value and any simple value is present or not, we can check with in or not in operator. Now here you can see the structure of Python program. Okay, so this is an important thing. When you use a Python program, suppose when you use letter application in English, so letter application have prescribed standard format. With this format we can write our applications a letter. So same thing here. So here same thing, we can use a basic structure program. This is a complete Python program structure. So you can see first this is Python program. Okay, first we can use module. Okay, in a module, in a main program, in module have three things. We can use functions, libraries, and statements. Okay, but in a statements, two types of statements: simple statement or compound statement. Okay, when you use simple or compound statement, it is an expression. So expression use operator plus, minus, divide, and we can say this is a expression. And other thing is objects. We can use a class, object oriented language, so we can also use objects. Advanced concept we can use. So this is a format. This is the top to down structure. First we must create a program. we can say this is a module. In a module we function we can use, library we can use, then we can write our statements. Statement two types, simple statement and compound statement. In compound statement or simple statement, it is expression have operators plus, minus, divide, less than, greater than, so we can, this is expression. And other advanced concept, class, object, we can also use, but beyond this our syllabus. So this is our basic structure. Using this structure we can create our Python programs. Okay, now here I am telling Python character set. Okay, this is a very simple thing. Suppose when you want to learn a English language, so teacher will teach you A, B, C, D. Okay, so same thing when you use a computer programming language, so Python character set. Okay, so this is a very simple link. In our program we must use letters A to Z, small a to Z. Okay, we can also use digit. In our coding we can use A to Z, 0 to 9. We can also use special symbols. Okay, hash we already use in our comment. Okay, in our comment. Okay, the percentage, this kind of we can also use in our coding. White space we can use enter key, new line, form feed, carries return, blank space to give space between two words, and other characters. Unicode, the Unicode means Python have a power, we can also write our code in other language. Okay, generally we can use coding in our English language, but Python have power, we can use our Unicode in other language, Chinese, Korean, Japanese. So this is a great feature of, so other character we can also use in our Python program. So our Python programming composed of letters, numbers, special letters, enter key. So we can, all thing we can use in our coding. So we can say this is a Python character set. Here you can see a set of valid character recognized by Python. Python use the traditional ASCII character. So you can remember this, the full form of ASCII. This is important. American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Okay, because this is a standard character set. Our keyboard composed of this letter ASCII, American Standard Code for Information Interchange. This is a standard English language used in computer or keyboard to type our letters in our coding or programs. Okay, or the advanced version of ASCII is Unicode. Okay, in Unicode we can use almost all the language of entire world. We can, English we already used, we can use Hindi, Chinese, Korean, Japanese with the help of Unicode characters. So we can say Unicode is a latest version or ASCII is the lower version, but in ASCII we can use only English language in our coding, or Unicode we can use English, Hindi, Japanese, Korean, almost all language we can use in our coding. So this is a great feature of Python. So using all these things we will create our Python programs. Okay, now next thing is literals. Okay, literals is a very simple thing. Literal in Python can be defined as number, we already discussed, text and other data types, simple and stored. Suppose string literal, suppose you want to store a student name John. So John is a value, but this is a string, we must use double quotes or single quotes. Here I am using name, name is a variable. So we can say John is a string constant, string literals. Age is equal to 22, because this is a number but here there is no decimal point, so we can say integer literal, integer value. Okay, so age is variable, equal to is a assignment operator, 22 is a value but integer value. Here you can see result is equal to true. This is not a number, this is not a string, this is a true or false. So this is a boolean literals. Okay, this is a boolean literals. So different kind of value we can store in our variable. We can say this is our literals. Okay student, but today I am showing some example. So you can see this is our Python program. Okay, so you can see here, you can see A is equal to 3, B is equal to 2, okay, C is equal to 1, D is equal to 4. Okay, here I am using E is equal to A is greater than B. Print E. So what is the output? So value of A is 3. 3 greater than B is 2. 3 is greater than 2. So this will give it answer true. You can see F5. So output of this program is true. Okay, suppose here I am using E is equal to A less than B. Here I am using print E. So what is the output of this code? A here is 3, B is 2. So 3 is less than B. So we know very well 3 is never less than B. So this will give a false. False will store in E, or we can display this E. So it will give the final output false. Okay, now we can also combine multiple condition. Okay, so here I am using F variable. Here I am using A is greater than B, and here I am using AND C. Here I am using less than D. Okay, here I am using print F. So what is the output? So first we will check this statement. The value of A is 3, B is 2. 3 greater than B. Okay, so this will give a true. This will give a true. Here C is 1. 1 less than 4. So this is again true. This is true. This is true. Both true. Finally AND will give true. So output of F is true. You can see. So here I am using. So you can see this is our output true. Okay. Suppose here I am using same statement, but here I am changing greater than. Okay. So the value of A is 3 greater than 2. This is give true. But here 1 is greater than 4. But this is false. This is true. 1 is true. This is false. 1 true, another false. But AND will select finally false. AND will select finally false. The value of F is false. Control S F5. You can see. Okay. So you can see. But here I am using change the operator. Here I am using A is greater than B. Same coding I am repeat here. This is same coding I am repeat here, but here I am changing OR operator. Here I am changing OR operator. So you can see print F. So this is a OR operator. So the output of this coding is true. The output is coding is false. But one true, one false. So finally all select true. Okay, according to this our truth table. So the output of F is true. So you can see our final output is true. You can see. Okay. Now here I am using G. So here I am using NOT operator. Okay. NOT. So here I am writing A is greater than B. So you can see print Z. So you can see the final output is false. Why? Because the value of A 3B is 2. So 3 is greater than 2. So this is true. This is true. But not reverse the result. So true will convert into false. So final output G is, you can see, false. Okay. So these are our logical operators. You can see. So today I am discussing about different kind of operators, character sets, and Boolean literals. So this is our literals. This is our integer literals. This is our variables. Okay. So today I am discussing about logical operators. Hope you understand this thing very clear. Thank you so much, students.